Yeah.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be with you this afternoon. We've got some wonderful things to share with you. I've got my guest with me this afternoon, Larry, who's joined me.
Hey, mate.
And in our hands, we've got a whole list of things that we want to talk to you about in terms of budgeting, in terms of setting your life up for ahead. We're going to just discuss some of those things this afternoon. A number of you have already put some questions in. Now, we're going to be discussing some of those answers over the next few days and over the next month into April, when we're going to be looking at finances and other things, not just finances, and other things that are going to matter to you and your mental health, the things that are important to your life and all the rest of it. So don't forget to tune in as much as possible. Sometimes it'll be a video that's pre-recorded like this, and other times it'll be, the live videos that we can do sometimes as well at night, just for a few minutes. Anyway, let's take a few minutes, Larry. Let's just go to the list of things that you've actually got here, and you've actually got headed up here. Smart ways to manage your money. Let's just take a few moments just to explain a little bit of background, what you're thinking in that regard.
All right, it's a chance for you to look at how you actually are currently and how you handle money and the way you think about money. So some of the points that I actually want to set up for you is setting money goals.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know how to set money goals. Like when we talk about budgeting, people kind of sway away from it. They think they can handle their finances.
Yeah.
Right?
It almost becomes a dirty word, hey?
It does, yeah. And sometimes they can't get a clear picture of what they want to do with their budgeting. They just feel there's a fear. I don't want to really put this down on paper because they're going to face the facts that we might have to cut back. We have to make decisions that we might not have liked to do prior because we're facing these facts now.
Yeah.
That's the biggest challenge that people have.
Yeah. No, I understand. Look, you said down here, set money goals to help you to decide where you want your money to go. What sort of goals though are we setting? What sort of stuff are we actually setting?
All right, the goals that you are setting, which seem so to us that are familiar with these, they're foreign to other people. But some people, set a goal of expenditure, say on groceries.
Yep.
Use that for example.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, sweetheart, just go and get the groceries this week. They go and get the specials. They go and get the riches. Oh, it's $200, $300. The whole price of this has gone up. That's gone down. Whatever the case might be, and so that's what we spend.
Yeah.
But if you have got a high income where you don't worry about the money, and all of a sudden you're put in a position where I have to look at my finances,
which is a lot of people are in right now.
Absolutely.
During this time. A lot of people are no longer having two incomes in their family.
Yeah. So then you've got to face the facts of saying, all right, we've got to look at the necessities. What can we do with the money that we have? Let's look at a budget and stating the price. This is what we've got to spend. We've worked out all our commitments, wherever we've got. So we set them all down on paper, and this is what we have. We have to get food to eat. We've set this amount aside. Yeah. So if you get in the habit of doing that, you're going to come out very, very good at the other end because all of a sudden you think, oh, we used to save $100 on the groceries. How did we do that? We sat down and thought about it. Just didn't react when we walked into the store and grab stuff off the shelf because, I haven't tried that before. That's a new item. I'll take that one.
The interesting thing, as you were talking about that, one of the things that really came up in my thinking there was in relation to how you actually, even through a difficult time, I think one of the biggest things that we can endeavour to do as much as possible is to still have some savings.
Oh, absolutely. And the biggest problem that people have, and some people really take this the wrong way sometimes. I saw many, many years ago, right, about saving, right, and I neglected it from when I was young. Boy, oh boy, if I just had my time over again, I would have said to myself, how stupid was I? And they said, put 10% away for savings and 10% away for giving. Well, I just took a backward step and said, no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, if I put that away now, I'd be a lot better off in a lot of ways. Yeah. And I just encourage anyone that's talking about, I've got in a position to do that now. Change your mind. Change your thought process. But sit down your goals because what happens, you'll find that you'll be able to save. And also give at the same time because there's a lot of people hurting out there that you'll be able to give to. We're not talking sometimes just in finances. I know we are on this, I mentioned that. Giving takes a different type of a line in the sand where you can cross over to your elderly parents, a neighbour that you're really fond of that's struggling. You can give them something, and it could be a financial thing that you've purchased in the store.
I think one of the things that's really important about that saving is first of all, I think it's a habit.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a great habit to have.
Yeah.
And when you have a great habit, when you set up with great habits, they continue on no matter what the situation.
Yes.
And generosity is the other thing that you brought up about.
Yeah.
Generosity and kindness, of course, in these times in which we live is very important. But at the same time, it's even more than that. It's generosity with a generous heart all the time.
Absolutely.
It's a time. It's actually a way of living. And again, a lot of people become very kind of self-centered, I guess, in what they do in the world today. In general, it's not everybody. There are lots of people that are very, very charitable and giving, and lots of great multi-millionaires, even billionaires, that have become incredibly generous. Even more so in this time in doing the things that they're doing. So it's not across the board. There are people that are very poor that it can be the least bit generous, and that's possibly why they are the way they are. Not always, of course, though. But in looking at that, there's about having a generous spirit, I think, is in part of all of that.
Yes.
But then getting back to what we're saying about just setting up some general savings, it's a great habit. It's a habit. Then you have money set aside, no matter what. And in these times, you know, let me even encourage each and every one of us, all of us, to even set aside $10 a week if that's all you can do.
Yes.
Just set aside
Totally
and
agree.
have that as a habit to do that kind of thing. Now, in terms of giving and generosity, if you are a Christian person, well then, you know, there are ways that you can go about doing something with that as well, and giving to the right things, the right people, to help the right people and to help our community around us, as well as what's going on in the actual church community itself. And so, you know, it's a huge opportunity that we have to actually set ourselves up for the future. And budgeting, as you mentioned, as we talked about earlier, and we won't spend a lot of time tonight talking about that. There's so much more to talk about coming up. But in budgeting, what we're doing is it's not a dirty word, it's a very clean word. In fact, it's a great word to have, in the sense that when you set aside money for various things, then all of a sudden the surprises that were going to be there are no longer there. There's no longer those surprises, are there?
Exactly.
No longer are you going to have the situation where you've got, you know, oh my gosh, the bills come up and I didn't have the money for it, and all those kinds of things. And I suppose that's where we've started today. Being smart. We actually started off by saying that today. Smart ways to manage your money.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add there in relation to that?
Yeah, I actually do. And this time that we're in, look, we're practicing social distancing. We've been forced into this, to lose that word, by a government decision. What if the government decision was to tell you, put $10 a week in a bank account and force you to do it? You didn't know how much benefit would be for you down the track.
Yes.
But now you're finding out there is a benefit to you for your longevity, particularly if you're elderly, and what we're hearing by this social distancing benefits everybody. We're a community here to help you.
Yeah.
And we've got notes on budgeting. For those that want these notes on
Yeah,
budgeting,
absolutely.
they're available to. All you have to do is comment down
below.
Here and say, send me your budgeting comments. Right? Now these are pretty well rock solid information that you can get from the government, which we've got a government link that's part of it as well.
Yeah, that's part of the stuff. Yeah.
So it's a matter of just got to think to yourself, I have to start using my mind a little bit better.
Yeah.
I've got to start using my finances a little bit better. But I have to spend time to do it. And now you've got time on your side.
Yeah.
Start doing it.
Yeah, we all
That's
have.
all I can really tell you.
We've definitely got that time aside in many cases, in a lot of people's situations. So take the time, drop a note below. We'd be more than happy to get to you these budgeting notes that we've got. There's some great, just general information here for you that we really believe can help you. And we'd love you to pass them on to other people as well. And as we head through into April, and as we develop more and more of this information, you're going to see that we've got some exciting things coming up that you can be a part of as well. So don't miss out on any of that. We look forward to catching up with you. Don't forget to drop notes below and let us know how we can help you and how we can help other people. And let people know about Bridging the Gap community as well, our Bridging the Gap group, that they can join us as well. We'd love to hear from you. Bye for now. God bless.
Bye for now.
Talk to you soon.